Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21.2K subs, so keep up the good work, guys. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promo, especially with DraftKings. Get a no sweat bet up to $1,500 for new customers. So take advantage of that in the description below. Other great promos as well. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today, starting with the Kansas City Royals versus the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians opening up a slight home favorites at -115. The Royals -105 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 36-25. The Guardians 39-20. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 1.84. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.77. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. He's coming off back-to-back 1-run games. He's actually been very solid on the mound here. McKenzie coming off 2 rough starts on the mound here, giving up 4 and 3 runs back-to-back games. The Royals coming off a Padres win. They've definitely been struggling here. Ending their 3-game losing streak they were on. Cleveland coming off a Washington loss. Royals, they do struggle against Cleveland. 4-14 on the road against Cleveland. So they've really had their struggles against the Guardians here. I'm liking the home team in this one. Lugo is no joke, though. He's been very good here, but they just have not been able to win on the road against Cleveland. And just in general, haven't played good on the road. And Cleveland 9-1 at home. I think I'm going to roll with the Guardians at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -220. The Pirates +180 with the over-under at 8. Dodgers coming into this matchup 38-23. The Pirates 27-32. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Glasnow with an ERA at 3.04. Pitching for the Pirates is Jared Jones with an ERA of 3.55. Glasnow, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Jones, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Both pitchers been giving up some runs here. Dodgers coming off back-to-back Rockies wins. Pirates coming off a tough Toronto series, losing 2 of the 3 there. Dodgers 5-1 in their last 6. I mean, they're playing well right now, and I like Glasnow on the mound a little bit better. Jones giving up 11 runs in 3 starts. I'm not really in love with that, and I'm gonna give the edge to the Dodgers on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -165. The Brewers +140 with the over-under at 9. Brewers coming into this matchup 36-24. The Phillies 42-19. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rea with an ERA at 3.77. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA of 2.69. Rea, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Brewers losing a tough one yesterday, 3-1. Nice win for the Phillies. Phillies 9-1 at home. I mean, they play very good at home here. Sanchez coming off some good starts on the mound here. Rea coming off a 1-run game, but he had that 5 and 3-run game prior here. So I do like Sanchez on the mound in this one. And I'm going to give the edge to the Phillies. They've been playing great at home. Brewers almost had the cover yesterday. Couldn't really get anything going offensively. I think I got to take the Phillies at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Miami Marlins. Rays opening up a slight road favorites at -120. The Marlins +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Rays coming into this matchup 29-31. The Marlins 21-39. Pitching for the Rays is Ryan Pepiot with an ERA of 3.88. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 4.18. Pepiot, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Luzardo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tampa Bay, coming off a Baltimore win. Miami on a 2-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back 0-run games here, getting shut out by the Rangers. Tampa Bay 10-1 against Miami, 11-1 on the road against Miami. They've been very good against the Marlins here. Yeah, no offense the last 2 games here. The Rays have been dominant against Miami. I got to roll with Tampa Bay on the road. Next matchup, we've got the New York Yankees. We got the New York Mets versus the Washington Nationals. Mets opening up as road favorites at -115. The Nationals -105 with the over-under at 8.5. Mets coming into this matchup 25-35. The Nationals 27-32. Pitching for the Mets is David Peterson with an ERA of 3.60. Pitching for the Nationals is Trevor Williams with an ERA of 2.22. Peterson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. The Mets beating the Nationals 8-7 yesterday. Nice underdog win for the Mets there. They are 5-2 against Washington, so they've been good head-to-head here. Williams been solid on the mound for them all season for the Nationals here. Peterson, he's been okay. He gives up runs. I'm liking the Nationals as dogs today. Give me Nationals +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -180. The Twins +140 with the over-under at 8. Twins coming into this matchup 33-26. The Yankees 42-19. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 4.89. Pitching for the Yankees is Lewis Gill with an ERA of 1.99. Ober, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Gill, he's coming off a 1-run games, giving up 2 runs in 3 starts. Been very good on the mound here. Minnesota coming off a Houston win. Yankees, they're on a 5-game winning streak, coming off a 3-game Giants sweep. Minnesota 4-16 on the road against the Yankees. So they have not been good on the road against New York here. Love Gill on the mound today, and I think I got to take the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -170. Toronto +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 38-20. Toronto 28-31. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.48. Currently looking up who's pitching for Toronto here. It's undecided for Toronto as of me recording this right now. So we'll see who ends up pitching for the Blue Jays today. Burns coming off a 0-run game here. Definitely been solid his last 3 starts. Baltimore beating Toronto yesterday 7-2. Thought Toronto would be able to hang yesterday, but yeah, their losses have been pretty rough. When they lose, they don't really score much. And Baltimore playing well, 8-2 in their last 10. 8-1 on the road against Toronto here. We'll see who ends up pitching for Toronto, but I like Corbin Burns on the mound, and I'm going to take the Orioles on the road. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Boston Red Sox. Braves opening up as road favorites at -170. Boston +140 with the over-under at 8. Braves coming into this matchup 33-24. Boston 30-30. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 2.97. Pitching for Boston is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 3.29. Fried, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Crawford, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Braves coming off an Oakland win. Boston coming off a Detroit loss. Atlanta is 7-3 on the road against Boston, so they've been good there. Free coming off some good starts on the mound. Crawford, 2 bad starts coming off that 5 and 6 run game. I don't know. I still just don't like Atlanta. You've seen them struggle. Haven't gotten back-to-back wins in a while. It's been win-loss kind of them for a while. And I don't trust them as big favorites here. And I'm going to roll with the Red Sox plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at -300. The White Sox plus 230 with the over-under at 9. White Sox coming into this matchup 15-45. The Cubs 29-31. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.50. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA of 1.86. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Imanaga, coming off a 7-run game. He's been excellent all year long and had his worst game of the season. White Sox, I mean, they've lost their last 10 and beyond. It's been very bad for the White Sox. Only one of the last 10 games, one of the last 10s they've actually covered as an underdog. That is just not good as a dog. Cubs, they're 2-8 in their last 10. They have not played good baseball here. The White Sox, yeah, I just can't trust the White Sox. They can't cover. Covered 1 in the last 10. I mean, I can't back that. Yeah, I gotta take the Cubs. I gotta take the Cubs at home today. I think Imanaga will have a much better game on the mound against the White Sox here, and we'll roll Chicago at home. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Texas Rangers. It's looking like it's not a pick'em scenario. Detroit might be a slight road favorite at -113. The Rangers -107 with the over-under at 8. Detroit coming into this matchup 30-30. The Rangers 29-31. Pitching for Detroit is Jack Flaherty with an ERA of 3.46. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 3.94. Flaherty, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Detroit on a 2-game winning streak, beat the Rangers in a close one yesterday, 2-1. Just not really sold on the Rangers. I mean, they haven't really played well. They were coming off 2 good shutout games and then really didn't do anything at all yesterday on offense. Dunning coming off probably his best start of the season, giving up 0 runs. Flaherty, both pitchers coming off 0-run games here. I like Detroit. I mean, it's about a pick'em scenario here. I'm going to take Detroit on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -150. The Cardinals plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 28-30. Astros 27-34. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 3.94. Pitching for the Astros is Spencer Arrighetti with an ERA of 5.98. Palante, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts, coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. Arrighetti, he's coming off a 0-run game as well. St. Louis coming off, losing to Houston yesterday 7-4. Nice win for Houston here. St. Louis is just 1-5 against Houston, so they've had their struggles against the Astros. Pretty good pitching matchup, I'd say, based off the last game. Arrighetti, he's had some rough starts on the mound here, but, had a nice game last game. And I like the Astros at home, playing good. I mean, they're playing, I'm not saying they're not really playing great, but I like what I saw yesterday. And they have a nice matchup against St. Louis, who, they've been pretty mid. I'll roll with the Astros at home today. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Colorado Rockies. Reds opening up as road favorites at -140. The Rockies +120 with the over-under at 11. Reds coming into this matchup 27-33. The Rockies 21-38. Pitching for the Reds is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.60. Pitching for the Rockies is Ty Blach with an ERA of 4.15. Montas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Blach, he's given up 10 runs as well in his last 3 starts here. Cincinnati coming off a 2-game winning streak, beating Colorado 13-3 yesterday. Rockies on a 3-game losing streak right now. Cincinnati 5-1 against the Rockies, where they've been very good head-to-head. Both pitchers give up runs, so I think the over's probably in play, which it definitely hit yesterday. And yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Reds here. Rockies haven't played that well. I'll take Cincinnati on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Los Angeles Angels. Padres opening up as road favorites at -115. Angels -105 with the over-under at 8.5. Padres coming into this matchup 32-31. Angels 22-38. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 5.49. Currently looking up, it doesn't have anyone listed pitching for the Padres. Let me check live right now. It's looking like, let's see who is pitching. Adam Mazur is looking like he's going to be getting the call today. Could be getting his first start of the season for the Padres here. So we'll see how that fares for him today. Sandoval, he's coming off a 2-run game. Hasn't been great on the mound. He's given up 11 runs in 3 starts, so not very great there. Padres couldn't get nothing going yesterday, losing 2-1. Luis Araz is questionable. He was out last game. We'll see if he's back in the lineup today. Padres, they're 4-1 against the Angels, so yesterday was the first time. They just couldn't get anything going. That was pretty much it. Don't love Sandoval on the mound for the Angels. I mean, he could get lit up here. I think I gotta lean with the Padres. Coming off the tough loss yesterday, I'm gonna take the Padres on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -120. The Giants +100 with the over-under at 9. Giants coming into this matchup 29-32. Arizona 28-32. Pitching for the Giants is Kyle Harrison with an ERA of 4.15. Pitching for Arizona is Blake Walston with an ERA of 2.16. Harrison, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He hasn't been that great on the mound. He's given up 11 runs in 3 starts. Walston's only pitched 1 time this season. Didn't give up any runs in his start. Pitched those 4 innings. Giants on a 5-game losing streak, losing to Arizona yesterday 4-2. Arizona on a little 3-game winning streak. Giants 0-6 on the road against Arizona, where they've really struggled here. I don't like Harrison on the mound for the Giants, and I think I'm going to take the Diamondbacks at home. Then the last matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Oakland Athletics. Seattle opening up as road favorites at -180. Oakland +140 with the over-under at 7.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 34-27. Oakland 24-37. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA of 3.82. Pitching for Oakland is Mitch Spence with an ERA of 3.52. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Spence, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Seattle on a 3-game winning streak, coming off an Angel sweep. Oakland coming off a tough Braves series. Seattle 7-0 on the road against Oakland, where they've been very good. 14-2 against Oakland, so they've been very good head-to-head. Kirby coming up one of his better starts, had those 2 rough starts, giving up 5 runs in each of his last 2 prior to the 1-run game. I think he can have a good game here. I like Seattle because Oakland's just been very bad against Seattle, and I think I'm going to take the Mariners on the road in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.